Okay, so the next one we're going to do, sometimes another option that we have when we cannot get them to put their hands on me or commit putting their hands to the mat is we can try to use the bridge to get them to put their hands to the mat, or we can try and knee them in the back on the right above their butt and try and get them to put their hands on the mat. When we do this, there's a couple of things you have to look at first. I want to put the bridge as high as I can. So the first thing I do is I need to get my heels close to my butt. So the closer I can bring them in, the higher I can bridge. One of the tricks to doing this is if I lift my hips up a little bit and walk my feet in and then rest my butt back down again, I can get my hips a little bit, or my feet a little bit closer to my hips. By doing this, I'm able to lift my hips higher so I can do a much higher bridge. So if I have my feet out here, for example, and I bridge, I can only go about this height. If I bring my feet in and I bridge, you can see the difference, how much more difficult it is for him to keep his position on top of me. Okay, so when we're in here, I get my feet close, I take a big bridge, and when his hands hit the mat, I immediately, I'm going to grab one of them and trap and roll. This is like a surprise one. I can't sit there and wait and do the nice setup where I reach across, grab the tricep, and bridge. This is you just pull the arm in and go. So I get the feet close, I bridge as high as I can, and I do it as explosively as I can. As his hands hit the mat, my arms both at the same time go over. I pick one of the arms. I pull it in very quickly, and I trap the leg at the same time, and I just bridge. So again, he's on top. I get my feet as close as I can and make the biggest bridge I can. When his hands hit the floor, I'm going to trap and roll. So big bridge, his hands hit. I come over, I pull it in. At the same time as I pull, I move my foot to trap, and then I just bridge and go. Now also, sometimes I still can't knock them over when I bridge. Some people just have a really good base. They've got great balance. They might be a little taller, so I'm having trouble lifting them. So sometimes maybe I bridge and he stays on, right? If I keep doing that, I don't escape and I'm just wasting energy. So the other option is I'm not going to bridge as high. I'm still going to try to bridge. I bridge off of one leg. And as I do this and I come off the one leg, my other leg just tries to knee them. So I'm going to use my thigh and I'm basically going to push them to the mat as I lift. And then everything stays the same. As soon as he hits, I come over, trap the arm, bridge and roll. Okay. So you have both of those options. Both are super effective, but it has to be a surprise because if I sit there and I try and set things up, so say I do this one where I knee him in the butt, so I'm lifting, I knee him, he comes down, I come over and I'm like, oh, I gotta pull it in and make this nice setup, try and do all this. While I'm doing this, he's already tearing his arm out. He's already figured out what's happening. What I'm trying to do is just make it a surprise so he's not even ready for it. It's just go and go. So there's as little reaction time as possible for him to come up with a counter.